Hey gems, and welcome back to another one of my videos. So if you watched my last roundup video, you will know that I had an obsession with making knitted beanies over the last couple of weeks, and so I've been wanting to do like not a challenge video per se, but like a project video. So today we're just going to be making a bunch of hats, but where the challenge aspect comes in, I guess, is that I have this bag of yarn from when I made my very first mom sweater, the like crochet squares mom sweater. I'll put it here. And obviously I have a lot of this left over because you don't need a lot of the colours for each of the square. Like you don't need, like, yardage wise, a lot of yarn per square, but obviously I needed to buy the yarn to make the colours, so I have a bunch of yarn left over. So we're going to try and work through all of these balls of yarn, and we've got one of basically every colour from the rainbow here. So that's exciting. That's going to be really cute. I have already used one ball of yarn. I used that ball of yarn to make my rolled hat, and I think we're just going to work our way down the rainbow, starting with red, and make some fun hats. So I'm going to be following the tutorial by Passionate Kelsey. It's a really good tutorial and it's a really simple hat to make, and what's great about them is that they're chunky. So I use 8mm needles, and it's supposed to be doubled Aran yarn, so you use 2 strands of Aran yarn to knit up with. But what I've been doing is, if I don't have Aran yarn, for example, this is chunky yarn. Well, let me just say, this is the Yarn Smiths Create Chunky. It's a really good yarn, but this is chunky, this is not Aran, so it's thicker than an Aran. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to pair it with a DK to make that like doubled Aran feel. So I'll just use my rolled hat for example. So this is my rolled hat. And so as you can see, it's kind of like, it's a little bit variegated, but I used the chunky dark blue and then this slightly lighter blue to make up the width. Not the width, to make up the chunkiness, and it came out really well. So that's what we're going to be doing. So now I've just got to figure out a pairing for each of these, but I think we'll do that as we go. I should say as well, another reason why I want to do this is because this yarn has been in my room since I made the jumper, which is like over a year ago now, probably a year and a half, and I keep thinking maybe I'll make another one, maybe I'll make something that's similar to do with Animal Crossing with them, but I just don't think I will. So we're going to be stash busting alongside this, which also means I don't want to be buying any specific yarn for these hats. So we're then going to also rummage through my stash, which there's a lot of it. This here is 4 drawers of yarn. So let's open up the red one. Now we do have Yarn Smiths Create in double knit, but they are 2 very different shades of red, so let's just have a look. We also have this yarn, which I think is Stylecraft Special DK, which is basically the same shade as this Yarn Smiths Create, but I would rather use this as a stash bust than this. I actually have even more of this Yarn Smiths, this one, in there. I don't know why. There's this little bit as well. I think this is Women's Institute, so that would be good to use up as well. Cool. So yeah, so these are our choices. I think this would be enough for a hat, so maybe we'll start with this. It's not this, it's ever so slightly darker than this shade. You can't really tell on camera, but if I do run out of this, I can just use this, and if I run out of that, I can just use this. And I do have a whole skein of the Women's Institute one here as well. So right, where have I put my needles? So let me just get myself back into position. We have our yarn, we have our needles. I need some I have a walking pad now that is downstairs. I crochet or knit on it every now and then, but I dropped my one like knitting stitch marker, which is like a little heart that goes around it. I dropped it in the lounge, and I think it may have like fallen into the walking pad because I can't find it anywhere. So I'm gonna have to use something else. It's basically like a bigger version of these, but these don't fit on my 8mm hooks very comfortably. Oh, I guess they do. I'll try it out. We're gonna start with the red. I think I have like a corresponding yarn for all of these colors, which is exciting. So yeah, let's just get cracking. So the date today is the 9th of July. It is 1:30. These hats should only take like an hour, 2 hours max, but I'm very sleepy today. I had work at 7 o'clock this morning, so we'll see how undistracted I am. But yeah, I'm gonna watch Smosh and we're gonna knit. We're gonna see how it goes. Okay, it's been like 45 minutes. It's taken me so long. I'm so sleepy. I'm kind of running out of the first lot of reds, but I don't actually know how I feel about this because the chunky yarn is quite an orange red. It's like a really bright red, and this is more of a dark red. It's almost making it look pink. It almost looks like it's pink and orange, but like not in a good pink and orange way, if that makes any sense. Let me see if I can show you a little bit better. Hang on. Okay, so the colors still aren't that great, but like to show you guys, but like you can kind of see, I just don't think I like this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna like this when it's done, so I think I'm gonna frog it and start again. At least I only got like what, 2 inches? How much did I do? I did 3 inches out of 10 to 11. Yeah, but I think I'm going to take this apart. I don't think I like it. I'm not going to be happy with the result. What I think I might do instead is maybe red and black. It's not my favorite color combo, but I just think it would look a little bit cooler than this, because I don't have a red that's like this shade of red that I can match with it that will look good. But I think we could go for a little like Dennis the Menace, a little emo moment, who knows. But yeah, we're frogging this. I don't like this, and I've started to be pretty good about like frogging things or like redoing things that I just know I'm not gonna like. I want to make sure that the things I'm creating are things I like. God, I suck at gauging how much yarn you need for things, especially with knitting. Because I know that crochet takes more yarn than knitting does. But sometimes I think, oh yeah, this will be enough for knitting, and then it's like not enough. But anyway, here's what we're left with. I'm so tired. It's been a long day. Scott is currently not here. He's on his way to Manchester for a job interview. So he's not here right now, and I'm just like, oh, there's no energy in the room, you know? So I might go have a nap, or I might at least go lie down for a minute and just chill. I just almost recorded this next part in slow motion. Whoops. Right, we are a little bit further along than we were last time, so we're almost halfway there. I like this so much better. I think this is so much better. Again, it's not my style, but I just think this looks cooler. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird because like this shade of red, I'm not a huge fan of. Like I don't like this really bright orangey red, but it looks so good on my mom's sweater, so I don't understand why I don't like it right now. The red and black is working up really nice. I only have this much black left, and that's actually all the black yarn I have. That's kind of crazy. I know why. It's because I used a whole skein of black yarn to make black and white bucket hats the other day. I might have to get some more black yarn, which is actually fine because I do need this for my square weave blanket, so it's necessary yarn that I would need for something else. It's not like I'm buying it specifically for this, but we'll see how far along I get. It might be enough. If it's not, we'll have to get some more. But yeah, I didn't have a nap. I haven't had a nap, but I'm just like, I just don't want to waste my day, you know? So it's currently 3:30 now, so it's been 2 hours since I started this, and this is all we've got done. I knew I was a slow knitter, but this is kind of ridiculous. I just recorded a whole thing. I didn't press record. Anyway, what I was saying was, here's a hat. And what I was saying also was that I ran out of the black yarn, and so I had to finish it off just using the red, which is fine. And the other thing was, a couple of weeks ago I made this hat, which is a brimless one because I ran out of yarn as well. But I actually quite like how these look, so they came out the same length, so I just thought, well, I'll keep it as a brimless hat. And then I tried it on for you guys. Oh god, proper went emo then. Ugh, my fringe does not cooperate in hats, but anyway, it's a hat. It works. It's actually a little bit big. It's not as tight as my other ones. That might just be because I'm tired and my tension's a bit looser. And I was saying that you could do it like a little, like if you really wanted to, you could do it as like a little, you know, it's like fisherman hats that people wear where it's like got a teeny tiny little brim. You could do that as well. But anyway, that's hat number 1 down. Now the only problem is I didn't finish the freaking yarn. So I still have that red yarn that I'll have to figure out what to do with. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go lie down. I'm so tired. It took me like 3 hours to make that hat. It's ridiculous. Bloody ridiculous that is. Okay, besties. Is it 2 hours later? Yes. Did I have a nap? No. I just lay there for 2 hours. But anyway, we're on to hat number 2. Red, orange. No, we're not on the mustard. We've got to do the orange first. Good God, get a grip. This is the one we're doing next. God. No thoughts, head empty. I do have this little bit of yarn left, but I don't know whether to use this or not. No, I'm not going to use that. I'll put that in my scrap tub. But anyway, yes, we're on to orange, and it's kind of like this burnt orange. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. And I do think I have a yarn that'll match. I've got another set of drawers under my desk. There's so much yarn. Okay, it's not in that drawer. I do believe it's in the drawer behind me. So I have this yarn, which I think could look cute together. It'd be like a nice little rusty moment. Or do we go for... No, those are two different. No, I'm saving that for the other one. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go for this little moment. I think that'll look good together, because I don't really have any other kind of orangey colour. Let's have a quick peek. Oh no, this was the colour I was thinking, but they're basically the same, so we'll go with the smaller skein. Yeah, because aside from that, the only other oranges I have are like bright oranges, so that was easy, simple decision. Scott is on his way home now. Yeah, I went to bed with the intention of having a nap, but I just, you know, you just have to be in the mood for a nap sometimes. I just wasn't in the mood for a nap. I just needed to like not do anything for a minute, so I just kind of lay there, and then Scott did call me for a little bit to tell me about how it went. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, and then I've just been lying there scrolling on TikTok and Instagram and just vibing, you know. I actually haven't done that in a long time. I used to do that all the time, just sit and like just scroll, just doom scroll, but I feel like I haven't done that in a while, so I feel like I was owed one. It looks like we're gonna have enough yarn to make a full hat this time, which is good. I've come back to this and I don't know how much I'm liking it at this length, so I don't know. I might go back and see if I can like pick up the stitches from the bottom and make a brim from the bottom. We'll see. But I just remember putting it on and remembering how big, like, it's so... Anyway, I'm not talking about that hat. I'm talking about this hat. These also aren't my colours. Once we get into like the yellows and the greens, that's when it's going to be my colours. These are not my colours. But I think this will look cute. It'll look cute on someone. I'm sure there's some cuties out there that could rock these hats. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm gonna go knit this hat. See you in a bit. Morning. So I didn't do anything yesterday. I barely even finished this hat. 4.5 inches of this hat made out of 11, 10 or 11. I really thought yesterday I was gonna like power through like 5 hats and get half this video done in one day. That did not happen. But yeah, we're gonna just keep working on this hat and move on to the next. And that's about it. This is the second hat. I do really like the colors. I made this one 11 inches. I usually make my hats 10, but like I wanna I usually make them 10 because I don't like the brim to be too wide, but also I wanted to use up as much yarn as I could, so I just went for 11 inches. That's it. But let's try it on. Oh, there's a bit of, oh god, I always turn into an emo when I put these on because my fringe. Right, there we go. Can't see anything. Cute. I do like this color. It's not my favorite color, but yeah, cool. That's hat number 2. Put it on the pile. Put this back in the drawer. Gotta stay organized. Cool. So hat number 3 is gonna be this mustard color, which I think I actually have a whole skein of because I ended up swapping this color out for a different color in my mom sweater. So we have like a whole skein of this, which means we might be able to make 2 hats out of this. We'll see. But this is more of a mustard color. It's called mustard yellow, so that's a good sign. But I was thinking this. So it's a slightly darker shade, but I think it'll look nice. It'll make it more of like a variegated kind of feel. I think those are the 2 we're going to go with. Because I don't really want to go with like a brighter yellow. I don't think that'll work as well. Let's get to work on hat number 3. Hat number 3 complete. I really like this one. I think the colors have come out really nice. It's made the hat look a lot more mustard than the original color was. I don't know, I just think it looks quite nice. There's definitely someone out there that would rock this hat. I'm gonna weave in all the ends right when I finish all the hats. But yeah, this is hat number 3. That's very exciting. This is what we've got so far. Very cute. But the problem is I have all this yellow, all this mustard left. I was really hoping these would use up all this yarn, but apparently not. Moving on to hat number 4 with this very light yellow. Very, very light yellow. What are we going to do with this? We could do something fun. Fun? No way. Hang on. So, I have this yarn. It's currently semi-worked. But I have this yarn, which I think could look really cute together. So I'd have to frog that, obviously. Apart from that, I have like this yellow, which would make, it's kind of boring though, isn't it? Or like this like orangey toned yellow, but no. Yeah, I think we're gonna do something a little bit fun. And we're gonna put these 2 yarns together. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay, hat number 4 done. This one's super cute. This one's really cute. I've done another one that's similar, like...
I'm sorry, I thought you were talking to me.
No. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to them. I did another one that's similar to this with white yarn and like a different kind of rainbow yarn, but this is really cute. Me and Scott both said that it's giving chicken, but we can't figure out why. And sometimes with variegated yarn it can be a bit iffy with like, because the brim of the hat covers up a lot of the colours. This is kind of merged quite nicely. I'm glad I decided to use this variegated yarn. It's sparkly as well, you can't really tell in this lighting. And that is hat number 4 done. I have this much yarn left, which is again kind of annoying. I have quite a bit of this one left though, so that's all right. But my hands hurt and it's late, so I'm going to bed. Either gonna watch Habu finish his perfection run or play Dead Space with Scott. We'll see. But either way, I shall see you in the morning. Morning! Different day, same jumper, okay? Don't get mad at me. So yesterday we finished off hat number 4. Here she is, still very cute. And today we're on to hat number 5. And we're getting into my favourite colours. My favourite colour being green. So, this is the next shade. It's called Grass Green. We have a couple different things we could do with this. I originally wanted to try it with this faux mohair I have, but I don't think it's the right shade. So we'll see, hang on. So yeah, I have this like faux mohair, but I think it's a little bit too sage. There is another yarn that I have that I think I can use this with, so I think we'll save it for another hat. Apart from that, we have this, which I think is too safe. Oh my gosh, I have like no green yarn, guys. This is crazy. That could be fun. I don't know. This is scary. I don't have any green yarn. Oh my god, what do I do? I mean, we could do something completely wacky and out there. No, we can't do that. But can we? I'll keep it out. I'll keep it out. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, do we do like green and white? No, that's gross. I genuinely thought I would have some green yarn, but I can't seem to find any. Hang on. Also, I look a bit of a mess. Okay, I literally just woke up. Give me a chance. But I'm gonna have a quick look in my box. Give me a second. Okay. We have a couple different options and they both kind of involve frogging something, so we could use this maybe with it. I have made a variegated hat with this yarn before, but because the color change is so there's a lot of gaps in between the color changes, it didn't look as good. So, or I have this green, which is kind of the perfect green, right? But do we do this, do we do this, or do we do this? Guys, I don't know. Because this yarn is from a jumper that I started, oh god, ages ago. Maybe I'll start making it in this, and then if it looks really bad we can just frog it and go for this. I think that's what we're gonna do. Wish me luck. This was, can I just say, this bag was in the 4th box down, which means it's now gonna live on my floor for the rest of its time. In a way I'm going back to them boxes. There's a new contender, because I really like this yarn when it's worked up with white. I've done that a couple times, so I'm wondering if we do this instead. Now these are 2 chunky yarns, but I think it'll actually be fine. I'll just make it be fine. This is my favorite color. Why is this the hardest one? This should be the easiest one. Or do we just go safe and just do the green? We'll try it. We'll try everything out. Okay, so I did something a little crazy. Made a little swatch using all of the all of the different types of combinations we could do. This is the first one. And I know I didn't get through much of the like the different colors, but it's a hard no. I think this yarn works so much nicer with like a white or a cream, so that's a no. This second one is kind of cool, but it's also like giving Halloween, and I just don't think it's the vibe. And this top section, so this first half is made using just this, but then the top half is made using both of them. I really like how that one's come out. I'll flip the camera in a bit to show you properly, but it's kind of like a really cool variegated mixed different shades of yarn. Not different shades of yarn, different shades of green. So I think that's the one we're gonna go for. It's a mess here, but hang on, let me show you properly. So yeah, this is the first yarn, this is this yarn, and then this is this yarn, and then this is like these ones. So yeah, I think this combination here is my favorite. I think this is the one we're gonna go for. Okay, besties, it's another day. It's another day, another sleigh, I guess. This is hat number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love how this colorway has come out. It's very brat coded, so that's fun. I love how kind of neon it's kind of gone. How slime lime green it's gone. So this one's really nice. This one's super dense. This one's really dense compared to the other ones, but just means it'll be extra cozy in the winter times. But I've been up since like 4:45 this morning because of work, so I'm gonna go lie down for a bit and then I'll be back later to start on hat number 6. Hey besties, so I'm back from my nap. It's currently 10 o'clock at night, but like I said, I've been up since like 6 a.m, so it is what it is. Anyway, I actually want to try this on. I really like this hat. I think the colors are so good. Again, my fringe just, yeah, that's a good hat. I want to keep this for myself, but we'll see if anyone else wants it. I was saying earlier that my mindset when it comes to my yarn now is that it's not precious. If someone buys this hat and I'm like, oh, I miss that hat so much, I'll just get the yarn again to make another hat, you know what I mean? Anyway, we're on to hat number 6, and we've got this beautiful dark forest green. It's actually called Christmas green. This is kind of the perfect Christmas green, and I have the perfect yarn to go with it. I have no idea what this yarn is. I forget what the name of it is. The label is gone. I'm pretty sure it's some kind of Serdar DK something or other. We're gonna pair these two together, which I think will give a really nice variegated look, kind of like the mustard one where it was like a dark mustard and a light mustard. I think this will look really nice together. Hopefully it'll take up a chunk of this yarn. I forgot to say as well, this is how much green yarn I was left over with from this hat. So yeah, we've still got quite a bit of all of these yarns. I'm hoping I can make something with the last couple pieces. I don't know. We're gonna get started on this. I'm probably not gonna work on it for that long because I'm still tired and I have to be up early obviously tomorrow, but I want to get it started so I can take it to work, give it a bit of a go whilst I'm on break at work tomorrow. We finished the hat. I really like this. There's so much going on outside. I really like this colorway. Again, it's a very forest color. It could be good at Christmas time. I like how it's got like the two different colors running through it because it just adds so much more dimension and like texture to it. I really like this one. I think this was really good. The greens have got to be my favorite just purely because I'm a green gal, what can I say? Next in the bag is blue. This is like the light blue. The dark blue that I had, like I said earlier, I have already made a hat with it, so what can we do? That's fun. I could go safe and do this. That doesn't seem so bad. A little bit of a, it's not quite showing up on camera, but it's a bit more of like a tealy blue. No, I don't really like that. I have this super light blue, but I don't think that one's gonna be good either. I have this like cornflower blue that would have been pretty cool, but I don't think there's enough of this. I have this darker blue. This is the blue that I used with the dark blue. I think it's too dark. I think it's too dark. Yeah, and I don't really have any fun other yarns we could use with it. So I think we're just gonna go, we're gonna go safe, and we're gonna choose this light, this light blue combo, which I think would be cute. This is the shade Cornflower Blue. I know Yarnsmith do a DK Cornflower Blue, which I think, is this the color that I used in my cat? I don't think it is actually. Yeah, I think this is Hydrangea Blue. Anyway, so we're gonna go with this. And then I don't know what this yarn is. I think this is called Cloud. Oh, this might be, no, this isn't Yarnsmith. I don't know what, I don't know what brand this is. I'm pretty sure it's called Cloud. Don't know where it's from though, sorry. The sun's out, the football's on, everyone's rowdy. But anyway, we're gonna go with these two colours. Let's get started. Guys, I wish I was recording about 30 seconds ago, but this is the first time this has ever happened to me. I knew it was coming. I don't use the magic loop when it comes to these hats to close them off, so I knew I was pushing my luck. It's probably gonna snap at some point, but yeah, that was scary. I don't think I've dropped any stitches. It just snapped. It just snapped. That's crazy. Let me see. Pretty sure I have two sets of 40 centimeter cables. 80, 100, 120. Okay, so there's not a 40 in there. Did this one come with a 40? This is scary, guys. But did I take them all out of here? Do I not have another 40? I don't know what to do. Oh, I don't know. Probably just gonna have to use a 50 and hope for the best. I could have sworn I had two 40s, but apparently not. That's so sad. It's my swivel one as well. Oh wow. It happens. Okay, so here's the hat after that disaster. I have ordered a new emergency 40 centimeter cable off of Amazon. I don't like buying them off Amazon. I much prefer buying them from a warehouse, but I just need it fast is what I need it. So anyway, this is the hat. I did make a slight mistake, you can see right here. I must not have picked up the stitch when I was putting them on a lifeline, but honestly I think it's fine. You can't really tell in amongst everything. I also made this one a bit shorter because I was worried about running out of yarn. So this one's only like 10 inches, which is what I typically make them, but the rest of them I'll be making them 11 because I have so much yarn. But this is all that I had left, so that was pretty successful. And again, I love these colors. It's gonna go really well with my hair. The two different tones of like the same shade of color, I'm really vibing with it, so yeah. But this is probably going to be the last beanie I make today because using the 50 centimeter cable I thought was going to be easier or like not that much more difficult, but it turns out it is actually a lot harder. So we're going to wait for my other cable to come in before we move on to our second to last hat. Crazy. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with my new cable. Our emergency cable has come in. Well, this is nice. I have an extra key. I'm always losing those, so that's lovely. Have some more stoppers as well, so that's lovely as well. So now I can get back to making hats, you know? It's currently 7 o'clock. the day after. So next colour on our agenda, the second to last hat. How exciting. And it says Cutie Little Pink. Now this pink is much lighter than most of the pinks I have in my stash, so we could do a couple of things here. Firstly, we could match it with this darker pink that I have, which is quite nice. It is quite cute. Or I have this yarn, which is like a off-white with like pink, green, purple, orange specks going through it. But I might actually save this for the next color we have. I think this combo of like doing a lighter shade and a darker shade has been working out really nicely so far. And I have so much of this yarn, so it'd be nice to get it out of here. This is also an Aran weight yarn, so it's going to be a nice little snug hat. Let's do these two and get one step closer to finishing all these hats off. Ta-da! Here is hat number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hat number 8. Again, I really like this one. I love the colours. The two-tone colours, doing great. It's given piglet. So I did something slightly different with the closing of this one. Obviously we had that little fiasco with the blue hat where my cable snapped. So I was like, okay, well, I'll do the magic loop properly this time just to prevent, you know, just to make my cables last a little bit longer. But I was like, ugh, I don't want to have to like swap my needles out or like change the cable on the needles that I'm using. So I just threw a long cable onto these needles, and obviously these are not 8mm. These are in fact 5mm. So they're significantly skinnier. It worked out fine, to be honest. It's given it a nice like tight close. But I think next time you can kind of see it's like lumped in here. Once it's on, you can't really tell the difference. It looks fine. But I think I'll I've got another set of 8mm pins, needles, why did I say pins? I've got another set of 8mm needles, so I'll probably just put them on there instead, but I couldn't be bothered to find them. But anyway, hat number 8 is down. We're gonna go to bed now, and we'll start on hat number 9, the final hat, in the morning. Yay! Good morning, besties! Right, we're on to our last hat. I know, but the last colour we have is this cream. It's a much more yellowy cream than a lot of the creams I use, but I still think this is going to be super cute. And I want to pair it with this yarn. Do you think this is going to be cute? Now I'm like putting them together. This one is pink and this one is yellow. But I do think they'll look nice together once they're like mixed in and all variegated and such. This is our last hat. I do think I am going to go back and rework the first hat we did, just because I don't like it. So this is technically the last hat, but it might not actually be the last hat. We'll see. But anyway, let's get started. Ta-da! Here is hat number 9. This one's really cute. The pinkish tone of the like multicolored yarn definitely kind of like merges into just the whole thing, so it's not as weird or like, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that it looks cute. I do love all the little specks of colors running through it, and it is a little bit sparkly as well. So that is number 9, and technically we are done, but this one's haunting me. So I do think I bought some more black yarn because I just needed it for other projects. So here it is. I am gonna try and like frog it to the point so I don't have to do the whole thing again, but we'll see how well I do at that. But yeah, we're gonna quickly try and fix this one before we go on to adding the final touches and actually being finished. So yeah. There we go. Yeah, I think this looks better. It just, yeah, it looks much better as like an actual beanie. My god, my fringes. It's not a plain ball, but that's cool. So now we have officially made all of the hats using the yarn. I'm gonna finish some food. We're gonna weave in all the ends, and then we're gonna add the final touches, aka my tags, and then that's it. Then we're done. Cool. Okay, so I have my sewing machine. We have all our beautiful hats. Oh, how cool is that? I love that. It's just a lovely rainbow of hats. These are my tags. I make them myself. I do actually need to make some more for these hats because I've used up the ones that I had already made. But I will just quickly show you kind of how I go about sewing them on. What I do is I grab my tag. This one is upside down, but we're not sewing this one on, so don't worry. But what I do is I like to find like the closing point of the hat, and then I wrap it around that point. Well, wrap it around like that, and then I get one of these. They're like they're little clips rather than pins. I like to slide that right on so it just clamps into place like that. And then I'll just sew across and then trim off the excess. But first I need to actually make some tags, so let me do that first. So I make all of my little logos on my Cricut. This is on iron-on vinyl. Yeah, I mean, maybe at some point, if I end up like actually like continuously selling my stuff, I might buy like custom made tags. I don't know, but this is how I do it for now, and it can be a bit tedious but it's fine. I would usually use my picker, but it's all the way over there and I can't be bothered to get back up, so I have to be kind of careful peeling this off because my logo is kind of fragile because it's so small. I do need my picker. So once they're all weeded like that, I just cut them out individually. And then this is actually herringbone tape that I think you would use as like bias binding. I don't know, it was going to be thrown away at work, and so I took it because it's like the perfect thing for me. I just cut, I think this is about 4 inches, and then I like to fold it in half and place my little thing on first, just so I know around about wherever it needs to go, and then I'll undo it. And then this is a mini heat press, and I hold it on and it irons on. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then we're gonna sew them on. One thing about iron-on vinyl is there's a couple different types. This one you have to let cool down before you peel it off as well, so it always tells you on the packaging. And then also if you go to like the website, I think it's like Cricut Heat Guide or something like that, you can put in what type of vinyl you're using, what kind of material you're ironing onto, and it will tell you the exact like temperature and how long you need to apply heat for. To be honest, I kind of winged it at this point. I've done it so many times, but it's supposed to be 25 seconds, so I think it's been about 25. I don't know. These are ironed on and now I just gotta let them cool down before I peel them off. I learned that the hard way when I tried to put my logo onto a bag and I peeled it off straight away, and the vinyl came off, but it left like the ink or the paint or whatever of the vinyl on the bag. So it looks kind of cool, but it was not the intention. Just keep that in mind if you're ever going to be doing stuff like this. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm so stupid. Can anyone tell me what's wrong with this? Well, time to do them all again. We are officially finished. Look at this beautiful rainbow pile of hats. This brings me so much joy. I love this so much. So yeah, went through, put tags on all of the hats. I've just spent the last like half an hour taking pictures in them all, and yeah, I love this. I love this so much. Let's kind of do a quick little like overview of all the hats. We got this cute little cream one with the multicolored. I do like this one. It's not my favorite, but I do like this one. I love this one. It's giving piglet. I think this would look really nice with my mom sweater that I made with the little ducks on it. I think that's gonna be so cute. Love this one. Goes really well with my hair. I matched Snobble. Snobble? I just mixed Snubble and Sobble together. That's really embarrassing. It matches Sobble. There we go. Yeah, anyone with blue hair would absolutely rock this hat, and anyone without, you know. I do really like this one. I love the two different colors of blue. I think this is really, really nice. This one, another favorite of mine. I'm just a sucker for a green, and I love this deep green. I love this. Yeah, love this one. It's giving forest green. I think someone who does like hiking or is like very attuned with nature would vibe really well with this hat. When I'm in the club, I'll be bumping that track. That's not how it goes. Yes, 360. I've forgotten all the lyrics. Anyway, the brat hat. I do love this one. I love this one so much. Again, my favorite color is green. I'm a sucker for this shade of green, and it's just so thick. It's so thick, and like it just feels so good when it's on your head. So I love this one. The Easter hat. That's what I'll be calling it from now on. I do really like this one. I'm glad we went for a different vibe with this hat and used like this variegated kind of colourful vibe to go with the yellow. I think it matches this yarn really well. It's a little bit sparkly as well, the same with the cream one. They're kind of both a little bit sparkly, so yeah, really like this one too. Again, it's not my favourite out of the bunch. I think my favourite is probably the lime green one, not gonna lie. Next up is this mustardy one. I do like this one. Again, it's not my colours, it's not my colour palette, but I think someone with like really like dirty blonde hair would go really well in this. Someone who wears overalls all the time. Yeah, this rust orange one, again, similar vibes to the mustard one. It's not my colours, but I do really like this one. I'm glad we found a yarn that was like a similar shade. I don't know why I have that yarn to start off with, but it was good in this situation. And then lastly, the first hat. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but now that it's finished, I do think it's cool. It's giving Dennis the Menace. It's giving edgy. I don't know. I think someone will rock this. There's someone out there who would vibe with this hat, and I'm really glad that I went back and I managed to add to it, because the original one was not looking good. It wasn't looking good. So yeah, that is all of the hats we made, and I'm really glad I did this project because it's gotten a bag of yarn out of my office. It's used up a bunch of yarn that I've just had for not ages and ages, but like yarn that you know, it's just those bits that like you don't know what to do with because you've used it for a project and like you've got a ton left and you don't know what to do with it. So whoa, hi, this is just a little bit in the future me popping in to say today's the 18th, so editing me can figure out how many days it's been since I started this challenge. I also just wanted to show you, this is all the yarn I have left over from these projects. I was hoping to use them all up in the process, but we didn't actually manage to do that. But if you have any ideas on what I can do with these last little remnants of yarn, let me know. I don't have any ideas. And that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Thank you so much for sticking around whilst I ramble on about knitting this time. If you liked the video, then be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It'd be great to have you here. Thank you so much. By the time this video goes up, all of these hats should be available on my Ko-fi, so if you saw any that you liked and would like to grab one, please do go check that out. There will probably be a bunch of other hats on there as well that I've made previously. Whilst I was putting the tags on these ones, I was also putting tags on all of these crochet bucket hats that kind of look like this. I might do another video at some point, like another scrap busting video, where I make a bunch of these crochet bucket hats, because they're another quick and easy scrap buster. So let me know if you want to see that, and yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day, night or evening wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.